this actually brings another question in my mind, which is we both have gone through our own EB1A paths under separate sort of life circumstances also, right? Like you said, you had a child when you were actually working towards this, right? And I have a lot of folks in the course who are at different ends of this whole family situation spectrum, where there are people who are more like how I was when I pursued my EB1A, which was like, I didn't have like any necessary big commitments. I didn't have a family, nothing like that. So I could like dedicate a lot of this time. But then I think, and then I get this question often that, hey, okay, like, but what about me with a child, or me, working my job in a very intense sort of work environment. By the way, I was in an extremely intense work environment when I pursued my EB1A, working around like, I don't know, maybe a 12-hour day on average,
For sure.
But your situation is more of like the family situation, where you have like, on top of all of that, a kid to take care of. So how do you think like that got managed well?
Yeah, absolutely. I think for me, one of the things that I always say, whether it's your professional career or your personal career, is to start building a network of allies and a support system. I definitely talk more about that in the course, but one thing that truly helped me was having a really solid network of people I could leverage for help, whether it was in the EB1A argument development process or evidence development process, or having an additional set of hands at home to say, hey, I need to start, I need to work on a couple of things, and can you watch my child? And so I think one thing I'll also say is that if you truly set your mind to something, and if you truly like deeply want something, I think you and the universe will find a way to make that happen. And in my case, I can tell you for a fact that I think holds a lot of weight here too, where I was so defeated by this immigration process, and I was so frustrated with like almost 12 years of like battling this immigration system one way or the other, that I was like, I'm gonna do this no matter what. Like, I'm gonna do it no matter what it takes. And ultimately, I think me getting a green card was not just beneficial to me, but also my husband and my child. Also, obviously, like, while she's naturalized by birth, like obviously she was going to benefit from having a set of parents who could do everything that they want to do to ensure a better future for her, right? And so I think my advice to anyone pursuing this path who might have a lot of other commitments is to really be sure why you're getting into this, and like be very build a strong conviction of like why you're pursuing this path in the first place, and how much you really want, and what are your reasons behind actually getting permanent residency. Like, is it just to escape the perils of like the immigration system, or is it to build a new future and like build your dreams, right? And so I think that conviction will really help drive your course and make you find the time to